Let me see what we have today at the Red Eye Loft. Welcome back to my channel on this Sunday afternoon, and thanks to TM28 Productions is back to film this session. So for today's episode, you're gonna watch some of my birds out here behind me. I may release a couple, but I really want to talk about one topic, and that's the pigeon. The pigeon, why does the pigeon exist? If you look back at history and you go back to the Bible, the pigeon was in the Bible, which was called the mourning dove. And the reason why I bring this up today is because with a heavy heart, I'm going to tell the YouTube world out there that my older brother had passed away 2 days ago. And for that reason, I'm bringing up the pigeon. The pigeon, the sign of peace and prosperity, which makes everything better for anyone that has the pigeons. And for me, it's a big part of my life. The birds bring peace and tranquility to me, my home, and I just love what the pigeons are all about. So for those out there watching today's episode, we're going to talk about the pigeon. Peace and tranquility, peace and prosperity, and my brother's death. So if we come on over here, I'm going to show you what the peace, a symbol of peace looks like, and that's these white pigeons that I have over here. Continuing on with what I'm talking about this Sunday afternoon, talking about the symbol of peace is a pigeon. And when you see behind me, these are the GVJ Loft bloodline that I purchased a while back, about 1.5 years ago or so. These are the Movet family, and I have two here today in this cage. One represents my mother, which is the hen, and the cock represents my brother, of course, my older brother. And let me tell you a story about my older brother on how we got started into pigeons. And I'll try to make it short and brief. When we were 10 years old, B-Rod 681 and myself were at my brother's birthday party, of course, and a family member brought over a box, told us that that was my older brother's gift, and that's Luis Rodriguez, my older brother. And when they presented Luis Rodriguez, my older brother, with that gift, it was a pair of pigeons. And I recall when my brother opened that box, looked inside, and was petrified of the pigeons. He would not grab them. He would not even look at them. It's obvious to say that I don't think he enjoyed his present. But on the flip side of that, B-Rod 681 and myself, as we're looking in this box, we couldn't help each other but to grab those birds and hold them in our hands. And from that day forward, at 10 years old, we were sold. We have kept, flown, and owned pigeons all our lives since we were 10 years old. 42 years later, we still have birds today. He holds a loft with racing homers, and I have a loft with tipplers. And of course, now I'm playing with these right here, with these white homers. So going back to my original story about the Bible, if you look at the birds, there's a reason why they call them a bird of peace and a symbol of peace. Because when you look back and you read the story of Noah's Ark, Noah's Ark, of course, those that know the story, Noah gathered all the animals, two of each kind, and placed two of each kind of animals in the ark. And when he sealed the ark to preserve the animals, preserve everything he could possibly preserve because the floods were coming, he also preserved a pair of pigeons, and that was the mourning dove. So when the rains came and flooded the earth, 40 days and 40 nights, before they could release all these animals back into the world, they had to make sure they would find land. And when Noah set out a feathered friend, which was a crow, originally a crow, a black raven, to find land, the raven could not locate land and came back with no success. But then Noah set out a mourning dove, and sure enough, shortly thereafter, the mourning dove came back with a olive branch in its beak to represent that there was land out there. And soon thereafter, Noah's Ark embarked on land and released all the animals into the wild. So back to our original symbol of peace. I have these here today in the cage, one to represent my mother and one to represent my brother. And on this day, I want to say to everyone, love your family. You never know when your time's up, and always have a hobby. This is the best hobby you can have right here, because this will keep you grounded. And for me, it's helped tremendously. So in times like this, I can go back and spend time with my birds and bring some peace to my soul. So for those out there watching, thank you. Thank you for giving me a thumbs up on my videos. Thank you for asking all the questions. And if you're watching out there, please like, share, and subscribe like always. And Christmas is upon us. I want to wish everyone else out there a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Peace.